1. D.C. judge blocks Trump administration's FTC reshaping efforts. 2. FTC drama, Democrat Commissioner Rebecca Kelly Slaughter's triumphant return explained. 1. D.C. judge blocks Trump administration's FTC reshaping efforts. Imagine a scenario where the actions of a government administration aimed at reshaping a crucial regulatory body faced a significant setback. This is precisely what happened when the Trump administration attempted to remove 2 members from the Federal Trade Commission, FTC. But here's where it gets controversial. A federal judge in Washington, D.C., stepped in and blocked these moves, setting a precedent that could have far-reaching implications. Rebecca Slaughter and Alvaro Bedoya, both appointed to the FTC in 2021 and 2022 respectively, were fired in March. They were part of the Democratic minority on the 5-member commission, which is designed to be an independent body of experts tasked with overseeing economic competition. Following their dismissals, both Bedoya and Slaughter expressed their intentions to sue, arguing that their removals were unjustified. U.S. District Court Judge Loren AliKhan highlighted the FTC's historical purpose, emphasizing that since its creation over a century ago, it has been intended to function independently, free from political influence. To safeguard this independence, Congress stipulated that FTC commissioners can only be removed for specific reasons: inefficiency, neglect of duty, or malfeasance in office. In his ruling, Judge AliKhan stated, "Because the law on the removal of FTC commissioners is clear, and for the reasons explained below, the court will grant Ms. Slaughter's motion for summary judgment and deny defendants' cross-motion for summary judgment." This decision underscores the importance of adhering to legal standards, even when high-profile figures are involved. It's worth noting that while Bedoya also filed a lawsuit, his case was dismissed without prejudice. However, the controversy doesn't end there. The U.S. Supreme Court still has one emergency application pending, concerning the removal of 3 members of another regulatory body, the Consumer Product Safety Commission, CPSC. This case raises intriguing questions about the balance between political influence and regulatory independence. How far can administrations go in reshaping these bodies without risking legal challenges? And what does this mean for future appointments and removals? As we navigate these complex issues, it's crucial to remember the foundational principles that ensure our regulatory bodies remain impartial and effective. What do you think? Should political considerations play a role in the appointment and removal of FTC members, or should they be strictly governed by the law? 2. FTC drama, Democrat Commissioner Rebecca Kelly Slaughter's triumphant return explained. Imagine being fired from your job without a valid reason. That's exactly what happened to 2 Democratic commissioners at the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, including one who's now making a triumphant return. This isn't just a story about a legal battle. It's a tale of political power struggles, transparency, and the delicate balance of our democratic institutions. But here's where it gets controversial. 4 months ago, President Donald Trump fired 2 Democratic commissioners from the FTC without cause, defying Supreme Court precedent. Now, one of those commissioners, Rebecca Kelly Slaughter, is back in the office. A federal judge ruled that Trump's actions were unlawful, stating that Slaughter remains a rightful member of the FTC. The judge ordered Republican FTC Chair Andrew Ferguson to give Slaughter access to all the resources she needs to do her job, which she will continue to do until 2029. But here's the twist. The other commissioner, Alvaro Bedoya, resigned to avoid breaking federal ethics rules. That's why only Slaughter is returning to work. While she's back, Slaughter is still outnumbered by Republicans, but she's not powerless. She can shine a light on the FTC's actions and offer alternative perspectives, even if she doesn't always win. Imagine being in the minority and still having a voice. That's what Slaughter is doing. Bedoya warned that without commissioners like him and Slaughter, the FTC's decisions could become even more opaque. The American public will not know what's going wrong without minority commissioners on there, he said. This is the part most people miss: the crucial role of minority commissioners in keeping the agency accountable. Slaughter's return to the FTC is a small victory, but it's also a warning sign. Trump's attempt to fire her and Bedoya could be a preview of how he might treat other independent agencies. The FTC's removal protections that apply to my colleagues and me at the FTC also protect other independent economic regulators like the SEC, the FDIC, and the Federal Reserve, Slaughter said. This is a crucial point that sparks debate. Are these agencies truly independent, or are they subject to political whims? As Slaughter celebrates her return, the fight is far from over. Republicans, including Trump administration officials, are pushing to reevaluate the Supreme Court precedent that protected her and Bedoya. This is the controversy that could change everything. Are we willing to let the president have more control over independent agencies? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below. In the end, Slaughter's return to the FTC is a reminder that even in the face of political turmoil, the fight for transparency and accountability continues. The American public deserves to know what's going on behind the scenes, and Slaughter's presence at the FTC is a step in the right direction. But as the debate over the FTC's independence rages on, we must ask ourselves, how far are we willing to go to protect our institutions from political interference? The answer will shape the future of our democracy.